Good afternoon. Today we're going to learn about character motivation. Now, that might be a word we don't know yet. So does anyone have any idea what motivation might mean?
No.
No. Okay, so let's brainstorm together. Motivation kind of sounds like another word we might know, motivate. Have you heard of that word?
Yes.
So what does it mean to motivate?
To encourage you to do the right thing.
Right, to encourage you or push you. So who motivates you?
My mommy.
Your mommy motivates you. My mommy motivates me too. So when we talk about a character's motivation, we're just simply asking why. What encourages them and what pushes them. So your mom is your motivation. So what is your favorite movie?
Hercules.
Hercules. Okay. Can you sum up maybe in 3 points what happens in the movie?
Well, Hercules didn't feel like he belonged anywhere. Then he met his dad, and then he did a whole bunch of journeys to find himself and solve his problems.
Okay, so what would you say was the why? Why did he start on all his journeys?
So he could be on Mount Olympus with his dad.
Right, to be on Mount Olympus with his dad. So being with his father would be his motivation, which pretty much means what?
Why?
Why? Perfect. So Mount Olympus is a real place in a real country named Greece. Can you say Greece?
Greece.
Greece. So if you look at the globe over there, do you see the continent of Africa?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you see the very top where it says Egypt, Libya, and Algeria?
Mm-hmm.
So right there, there's a little sea called what?
Mediterranean.
Perfect. And right above the Mediterranean is Greece. And that's where the story Hercules takes place. So now I'm going to give you an opportunity to create, all right?
Mm-hmm.
So in this moment, I want you to pick up your pencil, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And now we're going to draw. So I'll give you 1 minute and 30 seconds to draw Hercules. It doesn't have to be perfect. You can just start right now. All right, we're just about wrapping up. All right. And stop. So now, show me with your finger where you put his head. Yes, that is where heads go. Right, so from the head, we're going to draw one line. Perfect. So one thing we do with our head is think. And what we think about, well, in this case, what the character thinks about, can help us figure out their motivation. So what's something you think Hercules was thinking about?
Going to Mount Olympus.
Right. So we can write that next to his head. Because that's what he was thinking. Maybe he was thinking about, his family or falling in love. Anything, really. Perfect. Now, we're going to we're going to draw a heart right here. Good. After we draw that heart, we're going to draw a line from the heart. So, hearts can represent what we feel. So what do you think is something Hercules might have been feeling during the movie?
He was scared and he was lonely, but also he felt happy when he killed the Hydra.
Right. So let's put some of those feeling words on paper. You said scared, lonely, right? I think he could have been sad, maybe excited, maybe proud of himself. So any of those words will work. Okay, and then we're going to look at his hands. We use our hands to do things. So the hands in this case represent his actions. So when we think of what Hercules did in the movie, he trained, right? What's another example of what he did?
He killed the Hydra.
He killed the Hydra. Okay, so maybe put that next to his hands. Perfect. So, for his head, we put what?
Go to Mount Olympus.
Right. So he went to Mount Olympus. He felt what?
Scared, lonely, sad, and excited.
And he did what with his hands?
Killed the Hydra.
So if we put all that together, what do you think his motivation could be?
To save the people that he cared about and meet his family.
Right. So in order to be reunited with his father and to save the people he cares about. Right? So that would be his motivation. So in the book we're reading now, The Lorax, we have a few characters. We have the Onceler and we have the Lorax. Right? So in the worksheet provided for you, I want you to do what we just did, and we'll go over it as a class together. Pick one character, and you're going to talk about what they did with their head, their heart, and their hands, and maybe determine their motivation. So do that at this time. All right. Is everyone done? Okay. Would you like to share?
Yes.
So what character did you choose from the Lorax?
The Lorax.
The Lorax. So what was he thinking?
He was thinking that the forest was in danger because they weren't taking care of the trees.
Good. And what was he feeling?
He was feeling scared scared at first because he thought he wasn't going to have somewhere for all of his friends to stay. And he was feeling protective of the trees.
Good. And what did he do with his Lorax hands?
He used his hands to guard the trees in the forest and to talk to the guys who were tearing down all the trees.
Perfect. So what do you think his motivation is?
To save the forest.
To save the forest. Perfect. Well, let's take a deep breath. We did such a good job today.